Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons back with another serving of Kirby's epic yarn. This game is adorable and I will fight anyone who disputes this. Big Bean Vine. That is certainly a name. Not a name that I would have come up with, although, I don't know why, but I'm on a tangent already, but oh, we have arrows. I was on a tangent and I got T-tangented by a different tangent, yes. So, there was this game that I used to play as a child with my mother and my father's mother, which, okay, that makes this sound so much worse than it is, but bear with. Where, like, as a child, I grew up with Sonic games. That was just a thing. I played a lot of them, I blame my father for that. And the levels in those games, well, levels in most games actually, come in the form of, like, adjective noun, or something like that. That's standard platforming fare when it comes to naming levels. And so we'd just come up with names for levels. It's the sort of thing that a child would do. And I remember to this day, the magnum opus of that game was my grandmother coming up with Torrid Volcano. And it is now my duty in life to make sure that that exists as a level at some point in the history of mankind. So, that was an overly sentimental way to start the episode. I remember my grandmother. And I could link that back to, other things that have happened recently, but I don't want to feel sad. So, I'm sure from that you can probably deduce what the rest of that story is. Wow, I did not mean for this to start so disappointingly sadly. So we're in a cute game, we can jump on top of Parasol Waddle Dees, this game is adorable, and I love everything. Balloons! We can probably ride them. Oh, we can stand on Waddle Dees anyway. I don't think I remembered to mention this. There is a Hadouken duck, if memory serves. Yep, Hadouken duck. I prefer pronouncing it Hadouken, even though it's almost definitely Hadoken, because Hadouken, it's just funnier to say. Also, there have been plenty of beans, although they've looked more like peas. I told you in the last episode there would be peas, and peas indeed there have been. So I wasn't entirely wrong. I was just a bit premature with my peas and beans and other such, and other type game shows. Speaking of beans, these aren't beans, but I demand them anyway. They're beads. They're like beans with a cold. Beads. Okay, here's another tangent for me to get on, so I'm finally back into my habits of talking crap in my episodes of stuff. But, so, my parents and I are very much into watching trashy TV. And so, the other day, we were watching Take Me Out, which, for the uninitiated, is like a game show where there's 30 girls and about 4 guys per episode, and the whole thing is they're trying to... Rude. Rude. Very rude. God, I was so worried that I might not be able to reclaim my lost property there. Okay, so the guys have, like, 3 rounds to convince the girls to, like, date them, and then, by the end, hopefully, there are 2 candidates left for the guy to choose between, and so then he picks one, then they go on a date, and then they see what happens from there. And there was one guy whose name was Dathan, and, like, I don't mean any disrespect to the guy, it's just, I thought his name was Nathan. I imagine most people would think that, but nope, his name is Nathan with a cold. And then that got us onto the topic of, what if you have a change of heart when you're going to get a baby's birth certificate registered, and then you end up sort of changing the child's name on a whim, so you... Maybe I'm stealing a joke from Family Guy here, but then... What if you agree with your partner that your child should be called Megan, but then you have a change of heart and call her Megatron instead? I haven't actually seen that episode of Family Guy, but I've seen GIFs of it, so I'm fairly sure it exists. Oh, I just killed a Waddle Dee. Clearly this is the merciless run of Kirby's Epic Yarn. Also, I told a lie in the last episode. I said it hadn't got hit, but I actually had. Oh, the balloons get smaller the longer I stand on them. I'm a terrible person. And here's something... Oh. Here's... Here's something that's even less relevant to the discussion. But in the song by My Chemical Romance, House of Wolves, I swear that there's a line in that song that's I think it's "Kick Me Like a Stray." And I know this is a weird thing to be talking about in Kirby's Epic Yarn, but I've always heard it as "Kick Me Like a Slave." Bearing in mind it's supposed to rhyme with the word grave, and I've always thought, wow, that's a really insensitive thing to rhyme. Turns out, nope, he's saying stray, which isn't really any better. But, you know, don't abuse animals or people. I think I was a bit too quick off the draw with that one. Ah well, we can't win them all. Not that I'm trying to. Also, that there's a line in that same song where I think it's, well, I think I'm going to burn in hell, which, okay, me, right now, but I always heard it as, well, I think I'm on a burning whale. Which, I mean, that would be difficult to not notice. The most inappropriate commentary for a bloody Kirby game. A game this cute, and I'm just here talking about death and dating and My Chemical Romance. Anyway, watering can. I told you this would happen. Well, I implied that this would happen. Beans. Let there be more of them. Oh, are we at the boss already? I did not realise. But... oh, Fangora. That almost sounds like ancora, which is like Italian for now or so or something. But what about this? And what about that? I don't remember the boss being this soon. Is it a mid-boss? Is there more that I've forgotten about? What about this owl? Can you be helped? Evidently not. Well, it looks like there's a patch next to it where it wants a piece of cheese. So, first boss, I remember nothing about it. I remember exactly one Kirby boss that's not a staple. So there's King Dedede, there's Krako, and there are the others. But then also I remember there being one called Mr. Doota, and the name just tickles me because doot doot. Doot doot boop the snoot. So, boss. Don't know what to expect, but I'd imagine it probably involves slapping people with things. Mostly wool. And then there was wind. Well, that's just rude. Oh. So that's how it's going to be, is it? We just sort of smack it like a tongue. Okay, you're just over there now. Ugh. I was so worried that the whole thing is he was going to land on my side of the screen and then crush me. Oh, but it does wind things. Okay, so when he lands, he blows you away from where he's going to land. That's so considerate. And judging by the top of the screen... oh, hello. Oh. Judging by the top of the screen, we have to get every bead and not get hit in order to get the gold medal for this stage. Well, I seem to be on track to doing that so far. So, get every bead and also not get hit. Well, we seem to have a fair bit of leeway now. Well, I don't know. I don't know how much damage is done when you take damage, so... yeah, that's a dragon. Where's he gonna land? Over there. Okay, blowing me away from the danger zone. So I'm not all alone in the danger zone. Oh, and there's a patch on the thing as well. So, I'm guessing this is the last hit, and... does the patch constitute a bonus level? Well, that's not good. All this talk of no hit runs, and yet, here I am. Oh, I've got some sort of patch, which is kind of an indirect reference to something that doesn't exist. Well, it sort of does. It's an indirect reference to the Rhythm Heaven franchise, or the Rhythm Paradise as it's known over here. And there's one minigame where one of the cues, the audio cues for you to do a thing is punch. There's also another one in there that's let's sit down, but I remember reading a YouTube comment once that misheard it as dipsy down, so that's the origin of that. So we got a patch. Is that... do we just get a bonus level for not sucking at the boss? I don't remember this. There was me thinking that, oh, you have to get the boss perfect to advance to the next level, but of course not.
We did it! We got a piece of the magic yarn. The magic yarn shimmered and spiraled and swirled high into the sky. The yarn weaved its way into the fabric of the kingdom and stitched two pieces of patchland together. Grumble, grumble. Kirby's tummy was rumbling, so he went searching for food. Too bad there aren't any tomatoes up here, he thought. Suddenly the tree started rocking back and forth. Kirby thought it was an earthquake until he saw Prince Fluff shaking the tree. This is how we get food in Patchland. Kirby tried to hang on for as long as he could, which wasn't very long at all. Look at all that, Fluff cried. Kirby was so angry that he ran after Fluff. He chased him for so long that he forgot all about being hungry.
Bedtime story logic. Ain't it endearing, fam? Since when do I call you fam? So, we did good with the battened ball and boss. Hotland. Undertale, get out of my Kirby, even though this game predates Undertale by a while. Also, patch. So there's just bonus levels, apparently. I've forgotten about this entirely and completely, and just... Structural integrity of the land, what's that? Boing. And so now we get to visit the carrot. The mole hole. I'd forgotten that this was even a thing that... You're right there, Kirby. Just sort of falling off nothing. Well, I mean, we're here and we have plenty of episode left to do it in, so yeah, sure. Apparently bonus level. You know, like, when you mix sometimes heat with sometimes yeast, you get occasional bread. I mean, there are some other ingredients too, but you know. Oh, we get to do transformatives. So it's kind of like the various Yoshi. Which, okay, that's a point. I'm going to need to rationalize how I pronounce Yoshi before I do Yoshi's Woolly World. That's very much a thing that I must be considerative of. Am I going to need to remember where stuff is in this level? Because do I need to memorize what path to take through the fluff in order to succeed fluff? Oh, well, we just killed a salamander. It's a little bit inconsiderate. Okay, how make go? What else is there in this area? Can I go further down? Or am I just in danger of being splatted by that? Well, this is so much more maneuverable than, Whatchamadoohickey. That's a good question. Whatchamadoohickey. The Yoshi transformation of the same ilk. No. Okay, so there was absolutely no purpose to me doing that whatsoever. Well, I had to check, because I forgot this level even existed. I mean, I saw it on the world map, or whatever you want to call it. I just forgot that anything else about it. I just forgot that anything else about it. And I'm going to be so paranoid about missing stuff in this level, because I can't see anything because there's fluff everywhere. In a good sort of way. That's a slice of carrot cake. Well, how get? Oh, just dig through the crystals, which... Crystals look pretty even when they're not crystals, they're just made of patchy fluff times. I'm okay with this. Now give me your carrot cake wardrobe thing. It might. There is a chance that it might turn your clothes orange. That is a distinct possibility. Ooh, I just done launched myself verticality, which is entirely grammar. Okay, I don't understand why I didn't get hurt there, but I will take it. And just sort of break through the silence there. Because Malta 2015, yeah, why not? Do I alienate any of you people when I talk about Eurovision? Because, like, most of my subscribers are here because Eurovision exists. I just want to make sure I'm as inclusive as I done can be, yo. Because, you know, bake through the pielands, I don't remember. I had some sort of bakery flavored parody of Malta 2015 at some point. I don't remember how it goes. I just know that there was cake involved. Wow. A bakery pun-based version of a parody of a song, and you think there might be cake involved. I'm rambling at this point. It's what I do. It's why I am beliebt, as they say in the language of Germany. Hey, oh. I done got bamboozled. That's okay. I don't need your support to get the number of jubals required to succeed in this level. I mean, I say that. I'm actually still only on the bronze medal, just barely bordering on the silver. But I don't need your... I see. I don't need your bonus at the end of the level in order to get all of the beads I need for a gold medal. Although at this point, things are going well enough that... Yes, well enough that... that I'm not entirely convinced that I... Wait, hang on. I believe I can get a gold medal if I just... Oh. Okay. Where did the things appear? I heard things appearing. Were they over here? They probably were. Why, thank you. I just want to get all the items and also enough beads to succeed. I want to suck bead. That could be taken out of context. To suck bead. Whee! This is a surprisingly fun level, bearing in mind I'm so worried about missing stuff, he says, getting the last thing. Also, I appreciate the descriptions of the items, they are amusing. And hey, we're at gold anyway, just... You see, I don't need the 5 medal. I'm sure you can tell by what I did wrong how you're supposed to get the 5 medal. Or, is that... I'll just call it that, let's just assume that that's what it's called. Oh, it's gonna land on it as well, isn't it? Well, that's just rude. I mean, I obviously did that deliberately to show you what happens if you don't get a patch and then also don't land on it on the final wheel. Yeah, obviously. I will admit, that was actually surprisingly worrying, because I was so worried that because I missed on getting the 5, I might not get enough beads to get the gold, but it just goes to prove you don't need to do a level perfectly to do it good enoughly. Which is encouraging. That means that I don't have to be perfect. I literally just said that. Party popper! Toot. Unexpected toot. And that's just pretty. Shame we had to spook an owl in order to get there, but hey, Weird Woods! Sign me the fuck up. That just... I'm home. I'm going to assume this is going to be another short level, because otherwise this episode was grossly mistimed by me. So what do we got? Have we got weirdness? Have we got gravity falls? Do we have the UFO again? Now that I know how to pilot it properly. Oh. Oh, auto-scroll. Not as good, but I'll live. Give me your damn beads. Your damn busters. Which is an expression that people use sometimes. Oh, arrows. Not pleasant. No thank you. Can I please just suck an individual? Yes, I know what I said. So the whole purpose here is just basically a big-ass bonus level, but not... Well, you know. Well, that's just rude. How dare you deliberately throw the star that you made me drop off screen? That's just unpleasant. Do these go bomp? They do, they go bomp. Well, hopefully I don't need that star in order to get the goal on this level. Well, we've established that I don't need to be perfect, so whatever. Now, give me more beads so that I don't fail at life. Because failure equals death in my line of work. Or something. Actually, as a YouTuber, failure equals more views, typically. Ah, philosophy. Why? Why did I done get damaged? That's most rude. Good jeeble. Ah, that reminds me of Steven Universe because purple and ube. Which sounds like it's code for something, but it isn't. It's just like a sweet potato thing. Hello. You're like Wispy Woods, but woolen. Okay, now there's just these. If I suck them, will they hurt me? Apparently not. But they are very spike. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, tree, you are most generous. I am in need of everything. Everything needs me, and I am needed in reciprocation. I continue to ramble, in the vain hopes that commentating in a meta-environment where I commentate my own commentary is enough to redeem the quality of this episode. We killed a tree. We're perfect. We are unsteepable. Oh, and now we're up to gold. Well, I maybe need not worry after all. My god, auto-scroll. Though I should be worried because there's a spiky doodle up there, and if you try to suck those, they do that. That's like standard Kirby fare. Kirby, move, get the thing. Yeah. Okay. So we have good odds of getting a good thing on the good wheel of goodness. Knees, toes, and legs. a lot of knees, and an elbow. Be out of the way moving, so that I can grab for this. It's such a high-stakes level, just in terms of auto-scrolling and chi. Auto-scrolling and chi. But the music is still so relaxing. Die, bees, you're getting in the way of my ooh. I went silent there just because, like, literally my thought process was I was thinking of different types of noodle, which is surprising because the varying degrees of noodles tend not to be very highly appreciated in this country. We have instant noodles, and that's about it. Oh, and micro noodles, which are also a fun time. Okay, I thought for a second there I might have missed something in that little divot over to the left, but evidently not. And now there are spiky torpedoes that whirl. Wow. Is there anything of value up there at all? Was there any reason to risk that? Get out of the way. I want to grab the pitfall seed, so that my business is less risky. No! I don't want to wiggle. Am I truly as quotable as I sound? Because, like, sometimes people quote me in the comments and, oh, we're gonna have a high-speed chase scene. And I don't know if what I'm saying is genuinely funny, or if people are just picking up on stupid things that I've said, and they're like, hey, this was a bit dumb. Oh, it's down. It was blowing to the side, now it's blowing down. Blow the man down, except the man is Kirby. Okay. I do like that effect, though, because the background is, like, rippling. It's like nuns on ripple. Oak nuggins. Yank train, and other things that cool people say. Also, speedrunning tactics, I brought some fwoo ahead of time, so that I could get an entire hit on this mini-boss before the appropriate time. I'm so efficient! Hee hee hee. I've gone a bit loopy, it would seem. Now, out of my way, tree person. Oh, but the final bead, oh well. Thank you for your involuntary death. No? Yes? 5. Okay! This thing's turned out better than expected. Do your little dance, you adorable piles of fluff. Just adorable. Not even adorable, just adorable. I could take your wool, combine them, and make a door out of them. And with that, unless I'm quite mistaken, I think that means that we've completely 100%ed grassland, I think. Because, okay, unless you count the fact that I missed the 5-star thing, but those reset every time you go into the level anyway, so... Unless you count the 5 bell patch star thing in the mole hole, I think that means we've 100%ed this world. Yeah, that's it. There are no other levels here. Cool. That means that in the next episode we can go to Hotland, or Hotland if you prefer. Holland. Holland is filling up with water. Oh no, the windmills. Oh, I'm being dumb again. That means it should be time to end the episode. So I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, well, that. See you then.